Okay, hello, happy Monday. Good afternoon. Welcome back to our weirdly enough December week 4. Okay, so we're gonna attend week 4 class first before week 3. The schedule is just weird. Okay, so yesterday you came for seminar and then now you're coming for class again. Okay, it's a bit boring lah, I know. Okay, but hey, it's holiday next 2 weeks, so good thing. All right, so let's do our revision for today. Okay, we are going to do Form 2, Chapter 1. Excuse me. Okay, so we did Chapter 2 yesterday, so we are going to do Chapter 1 today. Okay, so we are going to do Chapter 1 today, Biodiversity. This is a very short chapter. I will finish this in a short time. Okay, basically it's just biodiversity, classifying your living things into groups. All right, so what is biodiversity? Okay, it is the many types of organism, a variety of living organism. Bio means organism, diversity means diverse lah. Okay, many types of organism. So you need to know what is a habitat. Sure, yesterday you came for seminar, you already know lah. Habitat is the natural environment where they live. Okay, so importance of biodiversity. Why do we need to keep biodiversity? Why do we need to keep certain things from being extinct? Okay, it is a source of food. Okay, balance in nature. We need to keep nutrient cycle in balance. Okay, recreational places, tempat rekreasi. For example, your Taman Negara National Park, that is a recreational place. For medical purpose, like certain rainforests give us many types of herbs. Okay, raw material, bahan mentah, like your timber, okay, kayu. Okay, education, this is to teach on our younger generations on biodiversity, okay, on the environment, on food chain, food web. All right, so effects of human activity. So there's two things that will destroy biodiversity. That will be deforestation, okay, penyahutanan, and development, pengembangan. Okay, so what is endemic species? Endemic species are species that's living within the area for a long time. Okay, for example, our Malayan tiger is the endemic species in Malaysia. It's also the one going extinct. Okay, so we have many endemic species here. Okay, so how do we maintain and conserve biodiversity? Okay, this one read it yourself. This is your pemeliharaan dan pemeliharaan flora dan fauna. Geography, you already learned it like don't know how many times already lah. Okay, so classification of animal, you have your invertebrate, invertebrata without backbone, and then your invertebrate has segmented without legs and with legs. With legs, you have 3 pair or more than 3 pair. Okay, segmented and non-segmented. Okay, without segment means they're smooth like one stick. Segmented means the segment, they are segments on the body, like one part and part on the body. Okay, segmented. And of course, 3 pairs of legs are there 6 legs. Okay, there are 3 segments like head, thorax, and abdomen. Okay, 3. They have heart, outer shell, have antenna. Then the more than 3 pair one here, they have 8 legs above, 2 segments. Okay, they have 3 segments, heart, outer shell, and antenna as well. Okay, so this invertebrate, they are not so important. The important one will be our vertebrate. This is our focus for this chapter. Okay, so we need to know these 5 groups: fish, ikan, amphibian, amphibia, reptile, reptilia, bird, burung, mammals, mammalia. Okay, very important. So you need to know each of their characteristics. Like fish, poikilothermic basically means cold-blooded, berdarah sejuk. If you cannot write poikilothermic, then you at least write cold-blooded, berdarah sejuk. But this would be the more correct word lah. Okay, they are adapted for swimming, covered with slimy scale. Okay, different from reptiles. Reptiles is dry scale. Okay, bersisik kering or bersisik keras. This is sisik berlendir. That means there's a slimy layer on it. Break through gills, the insang, they have eggs without shell, external fertilization. Persenyawaan luar. The sperm and ovum will combine in water instead of inside body of female. Okay, so amphibian is almost the same thing. Okay, they are poikilothermic as well. Breathe through gills when they're young, lungs and moist skin when they're adult. Okay, they can live on land in water, lay eggs in water without shell as well, external fertilization as well. So more like fish. Okay, amphibians are like half fish. That's what are very similar. And reptiles live on land, some in water, hard and dry scale, four legs, poikilothermic as well, breathe through lungs because they're living on land. Okay, lay eggs covered with shell. This one they do internal fertilization. It's inside the body. Okay, because they are on land, you cannot do external fertilization on land. Okay, how do you put sperm and ovum together on land? It's not possible. So that's why they do internal. Okay, and then birds and mammals we are very similar. Homeothermic, that means warm-blooded. Okay, birds are covered with feather, bulu pelepah. We are covered with fur or hair, bulu. Different, okay. Fur is bulu, and then hair is bulu roma. Okay, their wings, light bones, and streamlined body, scaly legs, beaks, lungs. Okay, covered with shell, the eggs covered with shell, internal fertilization. Okay, so we have external ear, we have lungs, mammary gland, okay, to give milk and internal fertilization. Okay, you know this now. Hang on there. So someone wants to join, but I couldn't find the link. Okay, it's okay. Let's go to our next one. Okay, classification of plant. All right, so plant has flowering and non-flowering, berbunga dan tidak berbunga. Okay, and for the flowering one, it's a bit more complicated because it's monocot and dicot. What is monocot and dicot? Okay, basically it refers to the cotyledon. Okay, what is cotyledon? If you remember, if you forgot, cotyledon is the part in the seed where they store their food. Okay, where they store their nutrient. So if it has one bag of nutrient, we call it one cotyledon or monocotyledon. Mono means one. If it has two, we call it dicotyledon. Okay, for short, I just call it monocot and dicot. So monocot, they are mostly short plants. Okay, dicot, they are mostly tall plants. Yes, hello, Kavi. Okay, you couldn't find the link, huh? Yeah, I'm glad you did. Okay, this is week 4 class, so I'm gonna go into page 4, page 10 first. Okay, we're gonna go into Form 2, Chapter 1 first. Okay, so when you come back later for our week 3 class, then we'll go back to week 3. So sounds good. All right, so as you can see, monocot, they are mostly short plants like your maize. Okay, fibrous root, non-woody, parallel vein. And then dicot, they're usually taller ones, okay, like taproot, okay, akar tunjang, and then woody stem, kayu, and network vein, berjala. So your durian tree is a dicot. Okay, your rambutan tree, any tree lah, any woody one, it's gonna be dicot. Dicot, they are more complicated. Monocot is gonna be simpler. They are all fiber. They are all herbal. Okay, okay, herbaceous plant. Okay, or non-woody plant. And of course, you have your non-flowering plant. You have your moss, fern, and conifer. Okay, so they don't produce fruits, because they're non-flowering. All flowering plant will produce fruit. All right, and of course, you have your dichotomous key. Di basically means two. Basically, you just ask two questions. You classify them based on the many questions you ask. I'm not going to go too much into this because they can work in very different ways. Okay, these are just examples. All right, so let's go into our exercise. Okay, I'm just going to keep my notes short today. Okay, let's go into exercise. Wow, because it's going to be very too long. Okay, let's go to page 51. Let's see. All right, page 51. As usual, I'm going to be as fast as I can. I'll try to cover as many questions as I can. So if you need me to write certain things out a bit clearer, you let me know. If not, I'm just going to be, roughly bringing it through because you already know this chapter. So tick for the common characteristic for the animals. As you can see, they're all mammals. Okay, so they reproduce by giving birth, yes. Temperature change with surrounding, no. They're all warm-blooded. Breathe through gills, no. They're not fish. Carry out internal fertilization, yes. Body is covered with hard scale, no. Okay, this is for reptile. This is for fish. This is for reptile, fish, and amphibian. Okay, next B, flowering plant, and of course X is non-flowering. Tidak berbunga. So circle for X, that's going to be this. Then there's your pakis. These are all flowering. Okay, every flowering plant will produce fruit. Okay, yes, rose they have fruit, but it's just that we don't eat it. Okay, and most fruit have flower. Flower produces fruit. Banana has flower. Okay, durian has flower. Anyone, you name it, any fruit has flower. Okay, you have orange flower, you have apple flower. How do they look like? Go and Google yourself. Okay, all fruits they have flower. Okay, and then this is the banana flower lah. It's the end here. All right, so number 2, circle the correct group of vertebrates. Moist skin lay eggs. It's going to be reptiles. Sorry, amphibian. Okay, because reptile is going to be scaly, not moist skin. Okay, you look at frogs, they have moist skin. So number 2, warm-blooded internal fertilization is gonna be birds, burung. And then B, this is your monocot, this is dicot. So this one has non-woody stem. Okay, batang tidak berkayu. Not produce flower is for non-flowering. These two, they are flowering, they are berbunga. Okay, jagung got flower one. It's just that how do they look like? You go and Google yourself. Anything that has fruit has flower. Okay. So anyway, number 3, there are some characteristics to classify living things and non-living things. Okay, mark 2 characteristics of living things. So they will respond to stimuli, yes. Do not communicate among same species, no. Do not carry out defecation, that means you do not shit, of course, no. Excrete waste product, yes. Okay, the 4 basic processes supposed to be at 12, 10. Wait. No, it's supposed to be at 12. I don't know. I guess I put it wrongly in the group. I don't know. Is it 12 or 12:10? Not too sure. Whatever lah. Okay, it's maybe that 10 minutes lah. Oh, it shows 12:10. I don't know. In the timetable, does it say 12:10 or 12? Because if I'm not mistaken, it's 12. Oh, is it 12:10? Oh, not too sure. Okay, because my schedule here I put 12. Maybe there's a mistake lah. Okay, doesn't matter lah. It's just that 10 minutes. Okay, so as you can see, if your xylem and phloem, okay, what is this? This is the vascular bundle, xylem phloem. If the xylem phloem is everywhere, this is your monocot. If your xylem phloem is like arranged in one circle, this is going to be dicot. Okay, so monocot is going to have fibrous root, like your jagung. Okay, and then this one has woody stem. Spore is non-flowering. These two, they are flowering. So that's the difference. All right, so number 4, vertebrate animals are classified into 5 classes. So 2 that does for external, so it's going to be your fish and amphibian. Remember, external only happens in water. Okay, so only animals living in water they can do this, which is fish and amphibian. Okay, reptiles, birds, and mammals can't do this because it's on land. Vertebrates, mark 2 vertebrates that are classified in the same group as crocodile. Okay, crocodile is going to be a reptile. How is this? This is your salamander. Okay, salamander is amphibian. Okay, this iguana is reptile. Okay, featherback turtle is reptile. Cat is a mammal. Okay, as you can see, this one is moist skin. You cannot see lah, but this one is dry. Iguana has dry, skinny skin. So number 5, underline the correct answer about vertebrates. Crocodile breathe through lungs, okay, because crocodile is on land. Bats and whales, they give birth to young, okay, because they're mammals. Okay, so B, complete the tree map. The last one is Python. I think you spell it wrong. Python. So vertebrates. Okay, who is cold-blooded? Poikilotherma. Poikilotherm is gonna be fish. Python. Warm-blooded is gonna be bear and tiger. Okay, because they are mammals. Okay, yes, Canon, hello. We are in page 54. All right, so number 6. So reptiles, birds, mammals, amphibians. So who is missing here? This is your fish. Okay, so what's the meaning of vertebrates? Okay, organism that has backbones. Okay, mempunyai tulang belakang. Okay, has backbone, yes. Okay, so K is kiloterm, poikiloterm, explain the statement. Okay, please don't say their blood is cold. No, no, okay. It's just that their body temperature, the body temperature changes according to surrounding. Okay, that means surrounding gets cold, they get cold. Surrounding gets hot, they get hot. Okay, so suhu badan berubah mengikut persekitaran. Okay, they change according to surrounding. So it's a bit. Sorry, I think, oh yeah, it's 12:10 to 1:10. Mistaken already. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I'll extend. I'll try to finish this as fast as I can. All right, so changes according to surrounding. Just because it's cold-blooded doesn't mean you cut it out, the blood is gonna be like ice cold. Okay. Just a moment, someone is coming in, I guess. Okay, it's if the schedule confuses you a little, I'm sorry. Okay, because it's gonna be 2 weeks in one. Okay. Someone cannot find the schedule again. Why is it so hard to find the Google Classroom? My problem. Wait, this is okay. Give me a. Yeah, moving. Hang on, hang on. Someone cannot find my schedule. December 13. Okay, sorry, someone got confused with the timetable. Okay, so see wrong timetable already. Must be. Okay, sorry, let's continue. Okay, so C, example of animal in K. So K is a fish. So how do they breathe? Using gills. Sorry. Okay. Abby, you're so cute lah. Why are you asking whether am I moving? No, yes, I'm moving. Okay, the screen did not get stuck. Okay, yes, I'm moving. Okay, so anyway, number 7. So non-flowering plant from the list below, it's gonna be your fern. Guys, grass is flowering. Grass is flowering. That's why sometimes you go to your field. You will see a flower right in the middle. That's the grass flower. Okay, just because you don't see it doesn't mean they have no flower. Yes, they do. So, okay, your maize and hibiscus. Okay, this is your monopod. This is your dipod. Number of cotyledon is going to be 1 and 2. Root is going to be fibrous. The akar serabut. This is going to be taproot. Akar tunjang. Leaf is going to be parallel vein. Okay, urat selari. This is going to be network vein. Urat berjala. You learned this in primary school already. Okay, so this is non-woody stem. This is woody stem. Okay, so number 8. Compare two animals. This is your reptile. This is your bird. So body covering is gonna be dry and hard scale. Okay, sisik keras or kering. Whereas your bird has feather. Reproduction. This is internal fertilization. Oh wait, that is not fertilization. Okay, sorry. They should be they lay eggs. They lay eggs with shell. Okay, you can say with shell. I don't have space here because I'm writing two languages here. This one is the same. Okay, lay eggs with shell. Telur berkerang. Okay, bercangkerang. And yeah, lay eggs with shell. So warm-blooded or cold-blooded, this is cold, this is warm, or we call it poikilothermic and poikilothermic. This is a platypus, by the way. Guys, platypus is it's a mammal. Okay, it's the only mammal that lay eggs. Okay, platypus is a bit weird. Also, they're both mammals. Okay, so state the characteristic that differentiate X and Y from the other animals in the same class of vertebrate. This is a bit confusing though. What do they want? Do I differentiate them too, or do I differentiate them from the same class of vertebrate? Okay, whatever. Okay, X will lay eggs. Okay, they lay eggs. Okay, below. Why they have spikes, I guess. They have spikes. Because spike in DM, I don't know. Baduri, I guess. They are the only mammals that have spikes. Okay, so as I say, reptiles. Mammals, they're very complicated animals. Reptiles are the most complicated animals. Okay, so that's why in reptiles, what do I keep saying reptiles? Okay, in mammals, you will see a lot of animals that are different from their group. So that's why like this hedgehog here, okay, they have spikes. So this is a food chain. I explain what happens to the population of paddy plant. What is it here? Why is food chain here? Okay, whatever. So what happens when paddy and eagle, when all the snakes die? Yesterday, right? Seminar. It feels so familiar in seminar. Okay, so if all the snakes die, okay, the mouse will increase. So this one will increase now. Eagles will also decrease. Okay, explain this yourself. This is not even this chapter. So number 9 shows the classification of invertebrate. So what is an invertebrate? This one has no backbone. Okay, tiada tulang belakang. So with legs, without legs, this one is more than 3 pair because it's prawn. Prawn is more than 3 pair. This one is 3 pair. Sea animal is without segment. Okay, non-segmented. This one is segmented. Okay, that means the body got segments. So what is P? P is 3 pair lah. With 3 pair, that will be a cockroach. Okay, S is segmented. Who is segmented? That would be an earthworm. Planaria is not segmented. Planaria is going to be here. R. Spider is going to be here. All right, so this is a grasshopper. So among PQRS, who is grasshopper? Grasshopper is in P. Okay, another way to classify invertebrate into 2 big groups. Okay, so how else would you classify invertebrate? You can say 8C. I'm not writing the answer, Kavi. I'm not writing the answer because this is not this chapter. Okay, follow up. Try to go faster. Okay, if I don't write any answer there, it's gonna be your answer or it's gonna be repeated. Okay, so D suggests another way to classify. You can say with hard shell, hard shell. Okay, hard outer shell, sorry, not shell, hard outer shell. Which we call it exoskeleton lah. Okay, exoskeleton or without exoskeleton. It's called berangka keras, okay, or rangka luar. Rangka luar. Okay, some have hard shell. Okay, some invertebrate they have hard shell, like insect. Some without hard shell, like your worm. A worm is something what we call hydrostatic skeleton. You learn this next year. All right, so crocodile and a goat. 3 similarity. Okay, they breathe using lungs. Okay, paparu. Just writing the keyword. What else? They have 4 legs. Okay, they have vertebrates. Tulang belakang. We can say they have backbones lah. So crocodile is the same as turtle. So it's the same as bat. The same as bat. Okay. And duck and an eagle. Okay, they are birds. 3 common characteristics. Okay, they have lungs, they have feathers. Okay, scaly legs. So all birds have scaly legs. Okay, their legs have scales on it. That's why you look at a bird's leg, they are usually dry. Okay, like your house. So non-flowering, you have your moss. Okay, what is R? R is your fern. Pakis. So how does R reproduce? Okay, by using spore. Okay, menggunakan spora. Okay, they will spread their spore around and then they will grow. So again, 2 types of plant. I'm going a bit fast, isn't it? We're gonna finish this real soon. So 2 types of plants. X is your this is your dicot. This is your dicot. So similarity, okay, they are both flowering. They both are flowering plants. Tumbuhan berbunga. Difference. What's the difference between mono and di? So many. So this is X is parallel vein. Okay, Y is network vein. Okay, berurat selari. Berurat berjala. What else? X has fibrous root. Akar serabut. Y is going to be taproot. Akar pinjang. Okay, what else? You're gonna say, oh, cotyledon as well. This is one cotyledon. This is two cotyledons. Okay, satu cotyledon, dua cotyledon. This one is non-woody stem. Okay, batang tak berkayu. This is batang berkayu, woody stem. So many. I'm just giving you 4 here. Okay, next. 11. So they are both vertebrates. This is amphibian. Okay, this is your reptile. Oh, by the way, next year, January, we are starting our physical class. Okay. Online is still as usual. Okay, just the schedule is a bit different. So I'll let you know lah. Schedule, if you are going online, it's gonna be on Wednesday. But it depends on, I mean, you go back to your branch respectively lah. Okay. Like as for science, okay, Kota Programming is gonna be Monday. Ingan's gonna be Tuesday. And then Jung Utama is gonna be Thursday. I mean for me lah. So Sri Kemengan is gonna be Friday. Okay, for me, I mean for other subjects, that's if you refer to your schedule. So A1, what are the common characteristics of these two animals? Okay, they both can live on land and water. Jadi bernafas di darat dan air. Okay, what else? Okay, they both have lungs. Mempunyai paru. Anything else? No, I think that's it. Okay, you can say they both can swim. Okay, boleh berenang. I mean, if you want to say that. So number 2, difference between animals shown in 3A and 3B. All right, so this one, 3A has more skin. Okay, 3B has 3B is what? Okay, it's hard shell, I guess. Okay, the outer. Okay, so this is kulit lembab. This one is it has a hard shell, hard turtle shell. All right, what else can you say? Difference okay, lay eggs oh yeah, okay, you can talk about the egg difference. Okay, this one is eggs without shell. Okay, telur tanpa cangkang. Okay, this one is eggs with hard shell. Okay, telur cangkang keras. Okay, oh, just the cangkang lah. Anything. Okay, any other difference? I don't think so. You can say this is web feed. This one is no web feed. Okay, I cannot think of any other else already. So B, why do amphibians like frogs have to lay eggs in water? Okay, because they do external fertilization. Okay, melakukan penyewaan luar. So C, reptiles lay eggs on land. Explain one adaptive characteristic of egg to ensure survival. So like I said, they have a hard shell. They bercangkerang. Guys. Right, so one adaptive hard shell. How is this 2 marks? This one is only 1 mark, okay, hard shell. Okay, next D. Build a dichotomous key to classify these animals. Ooh, this is a challenge. Okay, so how do I build a dichotomous key? Hang on, let me think about this. Moment. Okay, we can start from we need this start now. Okay, so we can start from backbone, I guess. No, we can start from cold-blooded or warm-blooded. Okay, we can start from number 1. Okay, Homo eotherma. Okay, Homo eothermic, poikilothermic. Okay, this one is go to number 2. This one go to number 3. So for number 2, A, this one has feather. Okay, for B is no feather. Okay, so if it has feather, then it's an eagle. If there is no feather, then it's monkey. So number 3. So for cold-blooded, it's gonna have gills. If it has gill, there's an eel. For B, if it has no gill, go to number 4. Number 4 is hard scale. If you see keras, it's gonna be your crocodile. If there's no scale, it's gonna be your salamander. Okay, does it make any sense? Yeah, it does. Okay, this is the best I can come up with. Okay, sorry if I sound a bit tired, because I'm really tired. Okay, I've been teaching for non-stop already. It's gonna be 9 hours of teaching today. I started like 10 just now at 10. I'm gonna teach until tonight 10. So okay, I cannot help it. Okay, sorry if I sound a bit tired because I really am tired. All right, so let's look at question 12. Okay, do let me know if you have any question. Okay, this is the best one I can come up with. So let's look at 12. Stingray and a dolphin. Okay, this is obviously a fish. This is obviously mammal. Okay, dolphin is mammal. So both the stingray and dolphin have tails to swim and live in water. Why is the dolphin classified as a mammal? Okay, because you can say dolphin is warm-blooded. Okay, or you can say homoeothermic. Okay, dolphin adalah berdarah panas. Yes, homoeothermal. Okay, it also breathe through lungs. Bernafas melalui paru. Dolphin use lungs, they don't have gills. Okay, or you can say number, you can give one more point, okay, they give birth to young. Melahirkan anak. Right, they don't, yeah, they give birth to young. They don't lay eggs. Okay, so that's 3 points here. So we just need 2 lah. All right, B. Why are bats classified as mammal and not birds, even though they have wings like birds? All right, this is the same thing. Okay, they give birth. Anak. Okay, they are warm-blooded. Darah panas. Breathe through lungs. Nafas. Melalui. Bats, they get very warm, just in case you don't know. Their body temperature is 40 something, 40 or 50 something. Bats, they get really warm. That's why when the COVID virus is in bats, it's on bats, they are trained to tahan high temperature. That's why when they jump to human, they can reproduce very well. Because if they can survive in a bat, they can survive in human very well. That's why you don't eat bats. Okay, bats, they carry a lot of virus, and those virus that they carry is usually very strong virus. Because if they can survive in such a high body temperature, what do you think they can? What do you think if they come to human? They are like, wow, this is so easy. So they reproduce very quickly. Okay, there's a reason you don't eat bats. Okay, for obvious reasons. All right, so next C, based on the diagram below, build another dichotomous key. Okay, so let me look at this. Okay, from what I see is some they don't have legs, some have legs. Okay, they are both invertebrate. Okay, all these are invertebrate from what I see. Okay, let's start from legs. Okay, this one is no legs. Okay, no legs, you go to number 2. Then with legs, with the kaki. And this one go to number 3. Okay, this is a bit hard to build. Okay, let's go to number 2 lah. 2 is segmented body, broaden the segment. Back for each. Okay, so B, if it is non-segmented, tidak bersegment, you can go to number. Okay, this is a bit weird. This is a bit hard to do. Okay, let me go to number 4. Okay, so number 3. Okay, number 3 is with legs, right? Okay, legs has these 3, these 2. Okay, you have 3 pair. Okay, you have 3 pair. And B, you have more than 3 pair. Three pair is who? Three pair is going to be your B and more than three pairs is going to be your DP. Then number 4, non-segmented, which is these two. Non-segmented, oh, this one also. So A is with shell, hard shell. This one no hard shell. So the hard shell is a snail. No hard shell is going to be your sea anemone and your, yeah, there's only sea anemone here. Okay, so did I classify everyone? Yes, I think I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I did. Oh, this is hard. Oh, my brain is exploding soon. Okay, so number 13. So let's finish this. Okay, I might finish this early, and I'll let you off early, because there's nothing to here to say already. So 13. So this is a fruit tree. So you have your rambutan. Differentiate for school science project. Help Ali to explain the difference of this tree. Okay, so oh, here's the thing, just because coconut is woody doesn't mean it's dicot. Coconut is a monocot. It's just that it is very rare because it is woody. It is the only, the rare monocot that is, woody plant. Okay, so coconut is more 1 cotyledon. Wow, I'm just gonna write 1 coty lah, okay, or more. I'm just gonna write monocot lah. Okay, for rambutan, it's a dicot. Okay, what else? For coconut, it's gonna be parallel vein. Okay, Urat Salari, this is network vein. Okay, Berjala. Okay, what else? This is non-woody. This is wait. No, both are woody, so I cannot say this. Okay, but there's 3 points though. What else can I say? Oh, I can say about the root. This is fibrous root. Coconut is very funny. Okay, they are fibrous. Okay, so they are woody, but they are fibrous. This is taproot. So yeah, I think that's it. So 3 differences here. Okay, so B, both sunflower and paddy plant are flowering. Give one similarity between both plants. Okay, they produce flower. Okay, they produce flower. They do sexual reproduction. Obviously, because flower is the sexual organ. Have sex. Second to C, state 2 differences between the 2 plants in C. 2 differences. Okay, sunflower is a dicot, I think. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, sunflower is a dicot. Although it's a non-woody, but it's a dicot. Okay, so for sunflower, it is a dicot. Paddy is a monocot. Okay, because it has network vein. Jala. Jala. This is parallel vein. All right, so D, Balsam plant. This is like everywhere. Okay, I don't know about your primary school, huh? In my primary school, balsam plant is the only plant we like focus like a lot. So balsam plant has similar structures, stem with maize plant. Saw stem, huh? Are you sure? Balsam plant is woody lay. Okay, and no woody stem. However, why the balsam plant cannot be classified into similar group of maize plant? Balsam is woody lay. I think balsam is woody lay. Why is there something wrong? Okay, whatever. But balsam is dicot. Okay, balsam is a dicot. Okay, dicotyledon. Um, maize is monocot. Okay, so what else? This one has taproot. Akar pinjang. This one has fibrous root. Akar serabut. You can even say this is network vein. This is parallel vein. Okay, I know this is boring lah. Plants especially. I don't blame you. Plants really is boring. So E, based on the diagram below, build a dichotomous key to classify these plants. So as I can see, these are flowering and non-flowering. Okay. Plant is very easy to classify. So A, you can say this is flowering, non-flowering. So flowering, you need 2, non-flowering, you go to 3. You hope they don't ask for dichotomous key in exam because this is going to take a lot of time to think. Question number 2, for flowering, okay, these are flowering. What is this? I don't know. Is ginkgo? I don't think ginkgo is flowering, right? Okay, ginkgo is the thing you eat for your brain one. They say ginkgo will stop Alzheimer. I don't know. Okay, so this is a long bean. So for flowering, it's gonna be monocot, dicot. So who is monocot? Monocot, there's only one here. That's your banana tree. Okay, dicot. Since this is a tree, right? So that will be a long bean plant. Long bean is dicot because it's a tree. And then number 3, non-flowering plant. Non-flowering plant. I think this should be a non-flowering. A non-flowering, you can say they are vascular. That means they have xylem phloem. They have a stem. Vascular and non-vascular. So for vascular, we will go to number 4. Non-vascular is this Panthea sp. Don't ask me what is this. I don't know what is this. Yeah, I'm just guessing here. So number 4, you can say it produces seed. There is no seed. Berbiji benih, tidak berbiji benih. So the one with seed is going to be a ginkgo. Without seed is going to be fern. Or you can say produce spore, doesn't produce spore. Ginkgo doesn't produce spore. Okay, ginkgo is a non-flowering, but for some reason they produce seed. This thing is a tree. They are found everywhere in Malaysia. You have this thing, the flower called, okay, not exactly flower lah. Okay, you can call it. Wait, they're flowering. Or they are non-flowering. Okay, so you can say that it's sort of like a flower. Okay, it's like a leaf, ginkgo leaf. It's called ginkgo biloba. This thing old people will eat to keep their brains healthy because this ginkgo is supposed to help with Alzheimer and dementia when you're old. I don't know. Okay, some research say it helps. I'm not too sure. All right, so that's all for the questions. So I think we're gonna stop here. Okay, so yeah, for those who join late, you can request video from me, I'll send it to you. Okay, for those who miss in front lah. Okay, although we have 4 more minutes, I'm gonna stop here. So later we will have another Form 3 week 3 class. I mean, if you're coming for later, okay, so I will see you later lah. All right, so thanks for coming. That's for our week 4. I will see you again later if you're coming later. All right, so thanks for coming. See you later or next week or bye-bye.